All right, we're about to dive into a fascinating piece of traditional Chinese wisdom. It's this idea that your life's potential isn't just random, it's actually a code written into the very moment you were born.
No, really. Think about it for a second. What if the year, the month, the day, and even the hour you took your very first breath all came together to create a unique cosmic signature, a personal code that could unlock a much deeper understanding of who you are, the path you're on, and your true potential?
Well, that is the central idea behind Bazi, which literally means 8 characters. And let's be super clear. This is not about simple fortune-telling with a crystal ball. It's a really complex and sophisticated system for analyzing the unique mix of energies that were present when you were born. Think of it like a detailed blueprint of your innate self.
Okay, so let's get into it. To crack any code, you have to learn its alphabet first, right? Well, in Bazi, that alphabet is made of 2 totally distinct sets of characters. So on one side, you have the 10 heavenly stems. You can think of them as pure cosmic energy, kind of like the raw ingredients. And on the other side, you've got the 12 earthly branches, which you might actually recognize as the Zodiac animals. They're like the containers that shape that raw energy, grounding it in the cycles of the earth. Bazi works by combining these two, pairing a stem with a branch to create this really rich, descriptive language. So how do we get from this alphabet to a personal chart? We do it by building what are called the 4 pillars. And honestly, the best way to understand this is to just do it. We're going to walk through a real example from our source material, so let's get to coding. Each pillar is just a pair of characters, 1 stem and 1 branch, and each one represents a different aspect of your life. The year pillar, that's like your ancestry and your early life. The month is your family and career. The day is your core self. And the hour represents your future and what you hope to achieve. Together, these 4 form the foundation of your entire chart. Our journey starts with the year of birth. This pillar basically sets the broad context for your life, kind of like the soil that your roots grow in. So the source material gives us this example of someone born in 1940. Now, by using the traditional Chinese calendar, which is all about tracking these celestial cycles, we find that the year 1940 corresponds to the characters Gang Chen. And just like that, our first pillar is locked in. 2 characters down, 6 to go. Okay. Next up is the month pillar. This one's really important because it has to do with our formative years and our professional life. And how we calculate it depends directly on the year we just found. And this is cool. We're looking at the actual decoding key here. It's a reference table from the source material. You just find the stem of your birth year, in our case that was Gang, and you match it to the birth month, which for this example is the 9th lunar month. As the table shows us, that gives us the characters Bing, Su. Our second pillar is complete. All right, this next one is the most important of all. Seriously, the day pillar isn't just a part of the chart. In a lot of ways, it is the chart. It represents you, your fundamental character, your core identity. For our example, the person was born on the 11th day of that 9th month. After looking this up in a specialized calendar, we find the day pillar is Dingxi. Now that top character, Ding, is known as the day master, and it becomes the absolute central reference point for analyzing the rest of the chart. We've almost made it. We've reached the final piece of our puzzle. The hour pillar gives us insight into our later years, our dreams, our children, and the things that we create in the world. So, this final step uses another table, just like the month pillar did. We take our day stem, which was Ding, remember, and we match it with the birth hour. In our example, that's the Chen hour, which is between 7 and 9 in the morning. And a quick look at the table reveals our last pair of characters, Jia Chen. We did it! We've found all 4 pillars. We've gathered all 8 characters. So now it's time to put them all together and see the finished cosmic blueprint. And there it is, the complete Bazi chart for our example. Year, Kang Chen. Month, Bing Shu. Day, Ding Si. And hour, Jia Chen. These 8 characters arranged in this very specific order create a totally unique energetic snapshot of one single moment in time. This right here, this is the cosmic code we set out to crack. A skilled practitioner can read this chart to understand the flows of energy, the relationships between all the different elements, and the inherent strengths and challenges that are encoded within a person's life. But after all that calculation, what does this blueprint actually mean? Well, the most crucial thing to understand is that Bazi is not about predicting some unchangeable future. The true value of this ancient system isn't to say this will happen.
It's much more about saying, this is the energy you're working with. It's a tool for some pretty profound self-awareness. It can help you understand why you might be a natural leader or why you thrive in team environments. And that allows you to navigate your life with a lot more wisdom and intention. Think of it this way. A weather forecast doesn't determine your fate, right? But knowing it might rain helps you decide to bring an umbrella. Bazi is like the ultimate personal forecast. It gives you a map of your personal landscape, but you still have the freedom to choose which path you're going to walk. Ultimately, Bazi offers a pretty fascinating lens to view ourselves and our place in the cosmos. It's really an invitation to look deeper, to go beyond the surface and into the intricate patterns that make us who we are. And that leaves us with one final question. What secrets might be waiting inside your own cosmic code?